Good evening. Here is the news. A man called Johnson has admitted that he can't renege on his promises without sanctions from the EU. An extreme right-wing Eurosceptic cabal known as the European Reform Group, the ERG, who only voted for the deal because they expected Mr Johnson to break his word to the EU, isn't happy. Jacob Double-barrelled-snooty-name was heard to express concern that the UK might have to join the European Union's plan to remove tax haven loopholes after all. This would not please him, nor most of the other members of the European Reform Group. Some minor, newly elected backbenchers who joined the ERG without realising it was just a club for their betters don't understand what the problem is. They aren't rich enough to use tax havens, and some of them secretly think it might be a good idea if people like Mr Double-barrelled-snooty-name paid their fair share of taxes after all. This is not the way that conservative backbenchers are supposed to think. No doubt they will be reprimanded by party whips should they allow their consciences to get in the way of their voting habits. A man called Jenkinson, who joined the ERG as soon as he was elected to the House, doesn't think that way at all. He has no problem with party whips, chiefly because, relatively poor though he is, he doesn't really understand the issues he votes for. Those who do understand can see that this all leaves Mr Johnson with a problem. If he doesn't renege on his EU promises, Mr Double-barrelled-snooty-name will likely revolt against him. Mr Jenkinson may or may not join the revolt, depending upon which side he thinks his bread is buttered. If Mr Johnson does renege on the deal, the EU will impose sanctions and the economy will be even more fucked than it already is. Jacob Double-barrelled-snooty-name won't mind that at all, because, like his daddy, he's a disaster capitalist who knows exactly how to profit from other people's misery. Mr Jenkinson will be thoroughly screwed, though. As prices rise, the pound falls, and he becomes even more hated by even more voters as a result. The deadline for extending the Brexit process is now only weeks away, and Mr Johnson is still pretending that this is okay, but it really isn't. We have no agreement. Without one would have been fucked even before coronavirus. Now we'll be royally fucked, except for Mr Double-barrelled-snooty-name. He'll be fine because he knows how to profit from other people's misery. In other news, the European Union has just agreed a massive financial rescue package for all member states to help them to recover after coronavirus. Just look at what we could have won. Did I mention that we're fucked?